and not recognize the person staring back at you, that hollow look in your eyes, that silence that screams louder than the words ever could. Yeah, I've been there, buried in my own darkness, swallowed by the weight of every mistake, every heartbreak, every scar that life branded on my soul. And they said I'd never make it out. They said I'd never rise again. They said I was finished. But what they didn't understand is that people like me don't die in the dark. We become the dark. See, when the world burns you alive, when it leaves you to rot, when it whispers, you're done. That's when the fire inside you starts to speak. And that voice says, no, not yet. You can break my bones. You can strip me of everything I love. But you will never take my will to fight. Because giving up is not an option. They tried to drown me, but I learned how to breathe underwater. They tried to bury me, but they forgot I was a seed. And from the ashes of everything I've lost, I rise. I rise for the broken. I rise for the forgotten. I rise for every soul who ever screamed silently into the night. Who thought their story ended in pain. Because I was one of them. I've walked through the fire. I've bled in the shadows. I've sat on the edge of the abyss and felt it calling my name. But the funny thing about the abyss is, it doesn't know what to do when you start laughing back. You see, pain doesn't scare me anymore. Failure doesn't scare me anymore. Loneliness doesn't scare me. Because I've already danced with them all. I've looked my demons in the eye and I didn't blink. They thought they broke me. But they didn't realize you can't destroy what was born from destruction. You can't kill what's already been dead inside. And when you rise from that kind of darkness, you don't come back the same. No. You come back dangerous. You come back different. You come back with fire in your lungs and purpose in your veins. You come back as something the world can't control. And when that happens, when that fire finally ignites, everything that tried to bury you starts to tremble. Because you've become something else entirely. Not the victim, not the outcast, not the one who gave up, but the one who refused to die quietly. You've become the storm, the reckoning, the fire that cleanses everything weak and false around you. So go ahead. Tell me I can't. Tell me I won't. Tell me I'm nothing. Because every word you spit becomes fuel. Every doubt becomes another spark. And every scar becomes a map of where I've been, not where I'm going. I'm not broken. I am forged. I am not defeated. I am transformed. And every single time I fall, I rise again. You can take everything away, my comfort, my safety, my peace, but I'll still crawl out the dirt with a grin on my face. Because deep down, I know the truth. I was never meant to stay down. I was meant to rise over and over, again and again, until the world finally understands you cannot destroy what refuses to give up. So when you see me standing in the ruins of who I used to be, don't mistake that silence for defeat. That silence is the sound of rebirth. That quiet, is the storm before the firestorm. Because I'm not done. I'm never done. And neither are you. Every time you wake up and breathe, when you don't want to, that's strength. Every time you stand when everything in you screams to stay down, that's power. Every time you look at your scars and say, I'm still here, and that's victory. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need approval. You don't need anyone to tell you when it's your time. You decide that. You become that. You own that. Because giving up is not an option. Not now, not ever. I was built in the fire, shaped in the darkness, born again through pain. And I wear my scars like trophies. You can hurt me. You can try to end me. But I will always, always rise again. From the ashes I rise. From the pain I rise. From the hate I rise. From every failure I rise. I rise for the ones who can't yet. I rise for the ones still fighting to believe in themselves. And when they see me rise, they'll know they can too. You can burn me down 1,000 times, and I'll still come crawling out of the flames laughing. Because I've been through worse, and I'm still here. From the ashes, I rise, and I will keep rising. Because giving up is not an option.